lead of Google Brain.
All right, thanks, Brian. So I think machine learning is actually one of the most important things that's happening in computing. I think it's comparable in importance to the rise of the personal computer or the internet or cloud computing or mobile devices. It's really going to transform not just computer science, but lots and lots of other industries. And for us at Google, we've been using deep learning for the last several years, and it's really kind of the secret sauce we've been putting behind more and more products. You can see kind of our trajectory of incorporating it into more and more different kinds of areas. And the breadth of different areas that this kind of technology is applicable to is pretty surprising and startling. And when we started out in 2012 using deep learning in some of our products, it was complicated and kind of difficult, and we built some infrastructure systems to make it a bit easier. We're now on our second generation system. We've made it a lot easier, and that's why you see that rise in the different teams that have been able to apply this to their products. So one of the things that can make it easy is perhaps you want to use pre-trained models that just work for a variety of different kinds of domains, and you want to be able to use them through very simple APIs. So we've had the Cloud Translate API for quite a while now. It allows you to basically give text in one language, and we give you back corresponding text in another language. We think it's the best translate service in the world. It's very simple to use, and people have liked that for quite a while. More recently, we introduced the Cloud Vision API, which is, again, a very simple API to use. You give an image, we give you back all kinds of good stuff. So this is the kind of information we can give you from the raw pixels of an image. So let me give you a demo just of the kinds of stuff you can get from Cloud Vision. So if we go here, it would be more helpful if my demo was up. Let's see. Uh-oh. There we go. Sorry. So what we've done here is we've taken about 100,000 images and run them all through the Cloud Vision API. And so each vertex in this clustered graph is essentially one image. And if I zoom in way here, you see images flying by. Let's just kind of pick one of them. I have a pre-canned one because he's cute, a little doggy. And so if you run this image through, this is the kind of data you can get from the Cloud Vision API. So let's just walk through a few of the different kinds of data you might be able to extract from images. We have another cute animal. It's the internet. So we have a cat. We tell you it's a cat, but more importantly, we tell you it's a British short hair and maybe a semi-long hair. So we can give you pretty fine-grained information about what this kind of image contains. Another thing that's pretty useful for images is, the visual world often has lots of text in it. And traditionally, there's been a big barrier to using text that you see in images because you can't actually extract it very well. But the Vision API can actually just give you the ASCII text we find in the image. And when you make the call, you'll get back a very structured kind of thing here where we tell you the labels, and there's the actual text for the thing as an ASCII string, and you can do whatever you want with that. Faces are another kind of important thing for photographs that people take. So it's actually pretty nice that we can identify where faces are in the images. We can tell you if a particular face is happy or sad. Some of the people here are happy, not everyone. And that comes back as pretty structured JSON information. Another kind of important thing is people often take photographs of sort of popular landmarks around the world. And so, here's a picture of a stadium. We'd like to know where that is. So we can click on the landmark detection facility, and that tells us it's Citi Field Stadium. It gives us the longitude, latitude. That turns out to be in New York, because this is where the Mets play. And finally, sometimes it's useful to be able to look at a logo or an image and understand what logos appear in it. And so we can tell you that that image is the Android 2.2 logo. Great. OK, so that's kind of a tour of the kinds of things you can do with the Vision API. If you have lots of visual imagery, you can run it through the Vision API, cluster it, manipulate it, extract information from it. And we think that's a really powerful kind of concept for a lot of kinds of things you might want to do. We're not going to stop at Vision, though. We've had a really good speech recognition system for quite a while on our Android phones. And we're now exposing this as an additional API that's, again, very simple to use. You essentially just give us an audio